Okay, here's saying 6. His disciples questioned him, "Do you want us to fast? How shall we pray? Shall we give to the poor? What diet shall we observe?" Jesus answered, "Do not lie, and do not do what you hate, for all things are revealed beneath heaven. Everything hidden will be revealed, and everything covered will be disclosed." Those whom Jesus taught, those of the inner circle who stayed with him as much as possible, looked for guidance on specific questions. Presented here is a set of 3, all 3 having to do with correct religious or correct spiritual practice. Do you want us to fast? How shall we pray? Shall we give to the poor? The disciples know from experience that Jesus is an iconoclastic teacher. He blows apart conventional teachings to reveal their inner core of meaning. Fasting was an accepted way of cleansing yourself from impurity. Praying was setting up a link between yourself and the divine. Giving to charity was one way to perform good deeds, healing actions in society. Where, the disciples wonder, does Jesus stand on these 3? In this saying, Jesus responds obliquely. He gives a more direct response in saying 14a, which we will get to, which is, if you fast, you will bring sin to yourselves. And if you pray, you will be condemned. And if you give to charity, you will harm your spirits. Oh boy, here we go again. Jesus gives unexpected replies contradictory to the usual teachings in these matters. If you do these 3 things, you will bring sin to yourself, be condemned, and harm your spirit. How can this be? When you're born again of the Spirit, as Jesus advocated, each of these 3 is a step backward to your previous state of consciousness. Fasting, praying, and giving are techniques, methods, and practices of the once born. They are designed for 2 things: to live a good moral life and to serve as a platform for consciousness change. Once this consciousness change occurs and you open to the life flow of spirit, getting stuck in those 3 practices as your religion, allowing them to define the boundaries of your connection to God, will damage your spirit. This phrase, being born again, which has been subject to much ridicule and misunderstanding, means you have dropped the world of form as your anchor point. You have opened yourself to living in the Tao, the life force, the flow of the source, the wellspring. You live in the world of form as the formless. In this second birthing, this evolution of consciousness, you follow the flow of spirit, of the life force. Lao Tzu, which means the old dude, put it this way: those who flow as life flows know they need no other force. They feel no wear. They feel no tear. They need no mending, no repair. In doing so, if we lie, it will throw us out of the flow. If we do what we hate, we will separate ourselves from the truth. As soon as we deviate from the path, call it what you will, the way, the Tao, the flow, our misstep will be immediately obvious. We know when we're running into the ditch.